everyone, my name is Natalie Calero. Did you ever have something you were really good at but refused to acknowledge it? I'm a 19-year-old ex-culinary student who spent way too much time avoiding something that ended up changing my life. I have many skills, but writing has been a gift that I never expected. This is the story of how an avid reader turned into an author. While everyone reads and writes for school, creative writing was never my cup of tea. When I was younger, books were great, but scribbling out school assignments were not. It was dull as we were never truly allowed to of think too much outside of the box. I felt forced to write, and that sucked any joy before it could take root. It all changed. It started to change Halloween, fourth grade. Our teacher was a strict, no nonsense man who wasn't very big on the literary arts. That day, however, he played us a chapter on an audiobook, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Maybe you've heard of this series? At the time, I hadn't, but a month later, I had not only heard of it, but I had read the entire thing. Right now, you're thinking, what the hell does a book series have to do with you writing? Well, I'll tell you. A year after reading Harry Potter, I was a reading machine, even more than I had been before. Eventually, my dad said to me, "You need to make your own stories." And I fought him on it, of course. Why would I make my own stories when so many before me had made what I had wanted to read? I continued this way, thinking whatever, until I found The Other Side of the Island, an amazing book with a cliffhanger but no sequel. For 2 whole weeks, this book drove me mad. Like, how could it end like that? So I put pen to paper and wrote how I thought it should end. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a rough start. But as soon as I got going, I couldn't stop. The words flew and I could see the world in my head like I was there. When I finished my honestly meager 4-page sequel, I understood why people liked writing. And my mini sequel was just the beginning. I wrote scary short stories and fairy tales to tell my brothers at night. I wrote fan fiction for books and shows I loved, a book about high school soulmates, and a screenplay on hybrid mythical creatures. I wrote too many essays to count, but honestly, it's all been worth it. Eventually, I want to publish a few of my works, but for now, I'm going to keep them to myself. In conclusion, sometimes we need to do something we don't love to find the joy in it. I grew to love writing despite my initial hesitation, and I'm glad I took the chance. Thank you and good night.